Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really frustrating mystery for a lot of business owners. Why hard-earned customer reviews suddenly vanish from your Google business profile. I mean, you work incredibly hard to provide a great service. A customer tells you they left a glowing review, but when you go check your page, well, nothing is there. So today, we're going to unpack exactly why that happens and what you can do about it, all based on the absolute latest insights into Google's review systems.
It's a real pain, isn't it? Losing a stellar review feels like a direct hit to your business reputation. You might be wondering if it's just a glitch, if the customer made it up, or if Google is somehow penalizing you. Well, grab your magnifying glass, because we're kicking off our investigation right now into Google's back-end suspects to figure out exactly where that 5-star review went. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're starting with a missing review mystery, then moving into spam filters and policies, followed by account and ranking factors. After that, we'll look at technical syncing delays, and we'll wrap the whole thing up with troubleshooting your profile. Section 1, the missing review mystery. Why feedback disappears. So the core conflict happening behind the scenes is that while Google is desperately trying to surface authentic feedback, their own complex hurdles can cause genuine reviews to just get delayed, filtered out, or entirely removed.
Which brings us to Section 2, Spam Filters and Policies, the Automated Gatekeepers.
Now, the prime suspect in almost any missing review case is automated moderation. Think of this system like a really overzealous bouncer at the door of your business profile. Google uses these automated systems to aggressively sniff out policy violations and spam. This bouncer is specifically looking to block anything with personal data, inappropriate content, or obvious conflicts of interest. But here is the catch. Because it's an automated machine, sometimes perfectly legitimate reviews get temporarily held back for system checks. The bouncer isn't perfect, you know? Sometimes your best customers just get caught in the line outside. So there's a pretty stark contrast between what passes the test and what fails here. A fully compliant review almost always comes from a verified account, checking in at the correct location and leaving totally authentic feedback. But just imagine this. You've got a fiercely loyal customer who absolutely loves your business. They really want to leave a review, but they've never done it before, so they create a brand new, non-verified account just for you. Or maybe they innocently mention that you gave them a 10% discount during their visit. Well, in Google's eyes, that loyal customer's review suddenly looks incredibly suspicious. It gets flagged. Why? Simply because it's coming from an unverified source, or it looks like they were compensated for it. Even accidentally posting to the wrong business location will disqualify it. It's honestly the perfect example of how a great review just gets taken down by strict policy enforcement. Moving right along to Section 3, Account and Ranking Factors, your profile's foundation. You know, sometimes the problem isn't actually the review itself, the problem is the house it's trying to live in. If your business profile has certain status issues, new reviews might simply not display at all. For instance, if your profile is currently unverified or maybe suspended, reviews are literally going to hit a brick wall. But it's not always a penalty. Even basic, standard updates to your profile, like simply changing your ownership details, updating your physical address, or altering your business categories, can temporarily tank your visibility. Google actually pauses the display of new reviews while it's reprocessing all this new data about your inactive or updating locations. To put that into perspective, Google prioritizes the reviews that actually make it through the filters based on 4 specific variables: user location, language, recency, and relevance. What this means is that if a customer leaves a review, but they happen to be located far away from your business, or maybe they speak a different language than the standard search context, their review might just get buried. Plus, older reviews naturally get deprioritized in search results or on the map, so they aren't actually missing or deleted, they're just heavily deprioritized by the algorithm, which makes them super hard to find. Next up is Section 4, Technical Syncing Delays, the Digital Traffic Jam. Sometimes we totally overthink the problem. Occasionally, the reason you can't see a review is literally just a digital traffic jam. There are very real back-end syncing delays between Google's massive global servers and your specific individual business profile. You might also run into temporary server outages that mess with how reviews render across different devices. A customer might see their review perfectly published on their mobile phone, but when you look on your office desktop, it's just missing. Actually, scratch that. It's not missing. It's just a temporary syncing delay. Usually, a little patience is the only fix you need here. Okay, so how do we actually fix all this? Section 5, Troubleshooting your profile, taking back control. The absolute most crucial point here is that you don't have to just sit around and hope reviews magically appear. You can proactively audit your profile. Step 1. Verify that your business is fully claimed and verified in the Google system. Step 2. Audit your location settings just to confirm your exact correct address and categories are set up. Step 3. Read and double-check Google's policy guidelines. You want to ensure the reviews you generally get are actually compliant and aren't being routinely flagged. And finally, Step 4. Encourage your customers to leave reviews directly from their existing authenticated Google accounts. That drastically reduces the chances of them getting flagged for authenticity issues. Following these steps ensures your whole digital storefront is perfectly aligned with what Google wants to see.
But hey, what if you've done everything right? You've checked the filters, audited your account, and the mystery is still unsolved? Well, if you still cannot see certain reviews that you know for a fact exist, reaching out to Google support is hands down the best way to handle persistent account-specific issues. They can actually look under the hood of your specific listing. Pair that with regular monitoring of your profile and keeping your info accurate, and you're going to minimize these visibility problems moving forward. Which leaves us with this final thought. Your reputation is easily one of your absolute most valuable assets, but it requires regular maintenance. So are you proactively monitoring your digital storefront today? Don't let your hard-earned reputation just vanish into a digital void because of an unverified address or some overzealous spam filter. Log in, check your settings, and take total control of your Google business profile. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this helps you capture every single star your business deserves.